Hello, my name is Peter Yepe, and I'm going to talk about the FSC chat application. The purpose of the application is mainly to make it possible for multiple users to send and receive messages from each other. So multiple users, after registering with the system and then logging in, could be able to send and receive messages from each other. I'll talk about this design and then the code structure of the application. The design is particularly following the MVC pattern. When you look at the folder structure here, we have controllers, we have models, and we have views here, and we have other files as well. So the controllers is where actually most of the functions, the server-side functions of the application resides, and then the models represent the collections within the database. I'm using currently a NoSQL database, which is the MongoDB, and then the view, of course, contain the HTML files, and then any template that I'm using to make it possible to present the application to the users. I have a database file here that is where all the code required to connect to Mongoose or MongoDB is written, and it uses a configuration file which is being read in order to aid the connection to the database. I have the index file here that is where all connections come through, and then they are channeled into the various controllers which processes them and then make sure that a particular view is being rendered to the user. The router file here is where all the routers are being defined, and they are being included in the index file as a middleware by Express here. Now I will talk about the choice of technologies. I'm using Express to make it very simple to deal with connections and HTTP requests and write most of the functions with ease. I'm also using handlebar for the view in order to make it very easy to render the view without concatenating and writing messy HTML code. And I also make use of jQuery to make it very possible and very easy to write AJAX requests to the server side. And I use Socket.io for emitting messages to make sure that the messages are broadcast so that all other users in the chat room can receive those messages, intercept them, and then make use of them. So the model represents the data structure within the databases, and then the controllers are having the functions to actually implement the functionality of the application, and then the view contains the facts to make sure that whatever is being shown to the users is rendered from the view. Now let me just quickly jump to the application and do a short demo. For demo purposes, I've already logged in one user here, and the user has already posted one message here. Now let me quickly create another user here with a different name. The first user is called Felicity, so I'll create a different user here. I'll just move to registration. So register, and then I'll hit it and I'll enter a username. Let me just use 62 for demonstration purposes. I'll make the password 62 as well. I'll just copy and paste to make sure there's no mistake. And then I'll verify the password. Now let me try and register this user. So registration has been successful. I can log in to continue. So it has redirected me to the login page. We know this user is 62. And let me try and log in. Now when this user log in, we can see that there's a notification to all people in the chat room that 62 has logged in. Let's 62 try and post a particular message. And 62 immediately logging in can see the message from Felicity. Felicity has been depicted as me here, but 62 see it as Felicity. Let's 62 also type something like hi Felicity, and then post it. Okay, so Felicity can see on his page that 62 is sending a particular message, and we can see the timestamp for the various messages. Let Felicity also respond to this message. Let's say hi 62, welcome to this platform, and post it. Now let's go to 62's page and see whether 62 is seeing this. Yeah, 62 is seeing this from Felicity, and then the timestamp. Now let's try and log out 62 and see what happens. When 62 entered the chat room, notification was sent to Felicity for her to get to know. Now 62 is logging out, and we can see that Felicity has received this notification that 62 has just left the chat room. So this is a short video demo of how the application works. Thank you.